Hi, welcome to Julius Bar. Today we're gonna mix a companion cocktail. So the companion is a cocktail by Anya Montag, I don't know. She's originally from Scotland, but she was working in the Netherlands when she won the Bacardi Legacy Championship in 2016 with this drink. This drink I'm proposing to you today because I wanted something based around pears, which are in season now, but I wanted something based around pear puree, not a pear juice. It's extremely hard to squeeze out pear juice with my hand squeezer like I did last year in my Sinus X1 cocktail. Sometimes I do it anyway, but I was like, why don't we have a drink based around the puree? And the puree I'm using today is simply made by chopping up some pears. I did the 3 this time. I put 1 spoon of brown sugar, 1 spoon of white sugar, boil it for a little bit, then I added 20 milliliters of dry curacao, stir it and let it boil for 10 minutes about, then I let it stay a bit to cool it down, then I blended everything with a mixer, and then I store some of the puree away in the freezer for later use, while some puree I have it right here. So without further ado, let's get down to mixing. In the description of the cocktail, Anya says that this cocktail was inspired by all the places where Hemingway have lived. Starting from the black pepper, representing Africa apparently. So I'm gonna get 1 grain of black pepper in the bottom of our shaker, and I'm just gonna muddle it with a muddler. I think that's good enough. And then we go on with 15 milliliters of honey. I'm actually using a 3-to-1 honey syrup. I think it should be easier to dissolve inside our cocktail. Also this time I made it not using my usual acacia honey. I used some bit thicker mixed flowers only from Italy. In fact, you can see it's also a bit darker. Then we go on with 2 teaspoons of our pear puree. I was about to forget the lemon juice. 20 milliliters of lemon juice. Let's do it in the bigger cup, because every time I try to measure this lemon juice, I ended up wasting like half the amount. So let's go with this. Then we go with the alcoholic part of our cocktail, starting with 10 milliliters of dry vermouth. I'm using Carpano Dry. Okay. That should be fine. And we finish with 50 milliliters of slightly aged rum. Original recipe was made with Bacardi Carta Blanca. This is the most Cuban and least aged thing I have, which is Havana Club 3-year-old. Hopefully it's gonna be a good substitute. I think it should. And as I said, 50 milliliters. And we are done with our ingredients. Let's get some ice and let's give this bad boy a shake. Let's double strain in our chilled coupe. keeping with the theme of Hemingway, I'm just gonna use some mint, and I'm gonna use some Yerba Buena, the kind of mint you will find in Cuba. And there you go, a companion. Cheers. Nice, complex. The black pepper is not apparent in the beginning, comes out in the back of your throat a bit later. The mix of flavor is really nice. They all blend together nicely. It's not that you say, here's a pear, here's a honey, here's this unaged rum, which can be kind of rough by itself. It's a really great blend. Everything mixed together in a really nice way. He has a bit of a bite. The lemon is present. The amounts specified were perfect. There was no recipe specified for a pear puree, but I think this one works really nicely. Everything else is really good. I'm just drinking this too fast probably because it's really tasty. The mint on top also plays really nicely. Really, the black pepper is not disturbing at all. I think it got mostly filtered out in the fine straining. So what you're left is just with an impression of pepper, which is pretty faint and in the background, and doesn't disturb at all. Oh, this is a great drink. A winner deserving the win. In 2016 Bacardi Legacy in the Netherlands. In the background is a bit like a fresh lemonade, but it's smoothened out by the pear presence and the honey instead of the sugar. It's really good. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, shake yourself a drink, and hopefully I will see you next time. Cheers. Okay, the companion was a great cocktail, but I already finished it. So what am I to do if not mixing another pear puree based drink? So here we go. As special content, we're gonna make another drink, and it's gonna be a Market Daiquiri by Des O'Connor. Let's start with 2 mint leaves, but I'm gonna use just 2 small sprigs because these leaves are really small. Yerba Buena, by the way. Then 15 milliliters of lime juice, 7.5 milliliters of orgeat, 50 milliliters of pear puree, and 60 milliliters of Plantation 3 Stars rum. My white rum of choice when I'm not trying to be purist of Cuban rum, but I just want the best flavor possible. Well, let's get some ice and let's give this a shake. And let's double strain our chill cocktail glass. And there you go, a Market Daiquiri, pear, orgeat, and rum. Cheers. This is another excellent combo. Maybe not as refined as the companion, but perfectly nice. The mint and the pear take arm in arm the licorice flavor of the Plantation 3 Stars, and they bring them together in a really harmonious way. The almond of the orgeat really balance it all too. It could be standing out too much, but thanks to the pear puree, it doesn't. It just mellows out together with the pear puree. This is another excellent drink. And the mint really comes out well. And another mint drink better than a mojito. This is really good. So please like, subscribe, everything else. And hopefully, see you next time.